think we're live. I think we're... Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And yes, I know I've been talking to an empty microphone for a few minutes, but welcome back. It's I, your reluctant gringo, back again. And I know even the Mona Lisa falls apart, as Tyler Durden once said. And yeah, I know I should be in bed. I know I should be taking pills. I know I shouldn't be on the microphone. I shouldn't be in front of a camera. I know all of this because my wife keeps telling me that because she's probably pissed at me right now for not taking care of myself. But I'm tired of being sick, tired of it, tired. I'm tired of not doing anything. So I said, let's get live. And, we got a special guest with us. Want to welcome my son back from university. How you doing?
That's right. Back and ready to kick some ass. That's right. Gringo ass. Back on home court field. That's right. I'm the brown one here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he is the brown one. He is, of all the sons, he's the brown one. And yes, he does better at video games than I do. Yes, he does kick my ass in MLB. Yes, it happens all the time.
Even physically now. It's getting bad. You're bowling. You can't even out-bowl me.
Well, I can't. Of course, I'm not going to be able to bowl you because...
You talk a lot of shit stuff for someone who loses, all right?
Wow. Wow. So, but yeah, the kid graduates college. Congratulations. I couldn't be more proud of you.
Thank you.
Really couldn't be more proud of you.
I graduated early, right?
I know you graduated early.
But like really early.
I know
most
really
of my
early.
friends are, not most of my friends, but a good chunk of my friends, they're older than me. And some of them are starting at their first or second year. And they're like, oh, wow, I thought they thought I was younger than them. And I am younger than them. Most of them. They're like 22, 23, right?
Yeah.
And this is kind of normal for, abroad over there. And even sometimes even in the States. So when they find out, oh, you're just 21 graduating, it's crazy to them. They look at me, they're like, what are you going to do with your life? You have so much time. I'm like, live, I guess? They look at me and it's just crazy. And now I've kind of realized, yeah, it's a little crazy.
Well, it's awesome.
It's awesome. No,
hey, AP classes are worth something, right? If you're going to take them, use them.
Yeah. Well, they lied to me at first. They told me I'd have to be there for, full 4 years.
Oh.
Then, like a year in, they told me, oh, actually, we were wrong. Your math was right. It's like,
good. Well, hey.
Figured.
We're going to talk about what's next. Cause I actually put it in the description, some of the tags, the FSOT. We'll talk about that. But I have to apologize. And again, I apologize for not having two cameras up, two microphones up, because I've been sick as a friggin' dog. Literally, there's a drawer in front of me that I won't open up because I won't show it on camera. But my son here can definitely attest to it. If I was to open up that drawer, you would see the amount of pills, different pills that I have to take on a daily basis right now. And it is friggin' unbelievable. What is it, like 14, 15 pills in there?
Yeah.
Different medicines?
It's like a little drugstore.
It really is.
Pharmacy.
It's crazy. None of it's over the counter shit.
No, it's all hard stuff. Well, maybe not that hard.
I mean, Christ.
Hey, welcome to the club. I got pills too.
Man, but at some point in time, I'm just gonna stop taking pills and be like, let's see what this does. Just shock the whole system. Just shut it all down. Be like, no more pills for nothing. I should go on like a fasting, no pills, just water. Just for like 2 days straight. Just see if I can just like reset the system.
Didn't we try to do this once and it just didn't really work out for you?
Yeah, but I mean, we learned some lessons. We can do it, but so the kid arrives, right? My kid arrives, and I've been doing what every sick generation Xer would do, which is lie in bed, moan and complain and whine and bitch and moan and more and really just watch Netflix. And no, I wasn't watching cartoons, which I probably should have watched. Normally Tom and Jerry's my go-to, but I instead ended up...
I thought you were a DC Universe guy.
I love the DC Universe, but when it comes to being sick and you think about staying home from school, like as a kid, it was Tom and Jerry, baby. The original Tom and Jerry, the stuff they don't want you to watch anymore because it's too violent, or they think it's too dude,
Too violent, my ass.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry.
I grew up watching it.
So I said, I've been watched serial killer documentaries on Netflix. Let's see. We had The Son of Sam. We had The Night Stalker. We had Lacey Peterson, Chris Watts. We had Yeah, I forgot that one. The American Chris Watts one. That guy.
Oh my God, that's dark.
Jesus, that's dark. That
well,
got
the
really
guy
dark.
just goes off and just lies,
Yeah.
and the camera's like, "I missed you guys." Like if he didn't, just drag him.
Well,
off.
so did Scott Peterson. He did that too. Psychos. And then the Texas Killing Fields, which I was talking about earlier with you, because we used to live there and we didn't know. Like when we moved from Michigan to Texas, it's like, oh, we look up on the list of, your mother and I, like, we have to research everything because we're nerds like that, right? And she goes, the safest towns to live in South Texas, right? And you get the top 10 list of every list that is going to tell you League City, Friendswood, except for they don't mention that since the 1970s, women and children keep disappearing and ended up dying, and their bodies end up somewhere near the Texas Killing Fields, which we used to live about a half a mile away from when we lived in the hotel while we were searching for a house. Thank God we moved to Pearland, which I preferred Pearland. It was my choice. I wanted Pearland. Your mother wanted League City. I wanted Pearland. And thank God.
I really did like League City. That school was.
It was, but think of that I-45. By the way, I-45 is a highway with the Texas Killing Fields on it. That's a monster of a highway, and when that traffic is stopped, man, oh man, it can take you 2 hours. If we were to go to a Houston Astros game, it would have taken us hours just to get there.
Really?
Yeah, where we lived in Pearland, it was 2 seconds down the road.
I mean, granted, we chose to drive to the Third Ward. That was fun.
Third Ward is great. No problem.
I enjoyed it.
It's fine.
Except for that one time at night when that was really
Well,
fun.
listen, we took a wrong turn. We were somewhere we shouldn't have been. They were having a party. We interrupted their party.
Even the police was like speeding up. Remember that?
Even the police are like, we're getting out of here. Like, even the police
sped
like,
off.
they were like,
we were speeding, but they're like, we're breaking the speed limit.
Yeah.
There was no emergency. They just were like, I don't want to stay here.
You're like, you're on your own. And I'm like, okay, see ya, bye. But no, we never had an issue. Never had an issue. It was fine. It was all fine. So yeah, now I've immersed myself in the world of serial killers. I'm tired of not making content. I'm tired of not talking. I'm tired of not addressing things. Tired of not just having some fun. And yeah, my voice may crackle and falter, and I may have to get up and run for a bucket. But
don't worry, I'll be here to fill you guys in.
Yeah, you could fill them in, right?
With current events.
Whew, speaking of current events,
let's talk about the middle.
Well, we will actually. We're going to talk about that later.
Oh, really?
That is on my list of things to be like, we should talk about that stuff.
Maybe we should address the problem in the room.
Jesus, so. But let's all transition here. Okay, let's get to our news. Woo, big deal right here. We have got the announcement of the trailer. When a trailer announcement is the news, right? Superman. Let's see. I guess it's later this week. They said probably Friday they're going to launch the trailer for the new Superman film. It's going to be the teaser trailer. Some people have already seen it. Mm-hmm. So some of the details have leaked, and we're going to talk about those details. So if you don't want the trailer spoiled for you, which I don't know how you spoil a trailer. It just is what it is.
Talk about the details in depth.
Well,
you're a nerd. You'll probably be like, this suit in this cape is from the... I grew up with this shit.
I like the Kingdom Come. I like the Kingdom Come look of the Superman outfit here. So I think they did a really good job there. The
S is different.
That's the Kingdom Come.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. It's
I like it, but I mean, I like obviously I love.
And I guess James Gunn had to be talked into the red tights, the red kind of briefs. He didn't want him, and they talked him into it. And he's like, yeah, they made the right decision. So at least he's listening to people.
Yeah, I thought James Gunn was directing this. I was like, yay, but also like, oh no, no, please don't fuck this one up.
Yeah, please
really
don't. Can't. Because this is, I mean,
can't really redo this one.
Yeah, and so I'm like, not much is leaked about the story, the script, but the trailer. There was a little bit of leaking on the trailer. A detailed description of James Gunn's The Superman trailer has been shared online. So some of it, basically, it's a lot of music. They say it's pretty cool. They use a kind of a heavy, weird guitar kind of melded into John Williams' original soundtrack for Superman. It actually sounds pretty cool, kind of a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of modern age. So they said it sounded cool. The people who've seen this trailer said it sounded cool. There are some, you get crypto. You get crypto in it.
You get the dog?
Get the dog. You get crypto.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you got me there so far. I'm like, okay, I'll take crypto. So you're including John Williams. You're including crypto. Okay, win. But this is Superman. This is your entry. This is really your first major movie for the DC universe, for your new DC universe. There's people like me, and then there's people like your mother. the normie people, normal people,
The
right?
normies.
Right?
Wow.
She's normal.
Wow.
She's all right.
She's your wife.
She is. But she's normal. She's not a comic book nerd,
No,
right?
this is true. But she knows what a good movie is.
She knows what a good
Very
movie is.
Very frequent moviegoer. Let's say that.
Yeah, well, obviously,
movie critic.
but if you took her to a movie that has, and I'm going to give you the list of characters in there, she's going to know who Superman is.
Right.
She's going to be okay assuming who Crypto is. She'd be like, okay, Superman's got a dog. Okay, he's going to be a super dog. Okay, no problem.
She might be confused a little bit.
A little bit, but, hey.
She'll probably be like, Caesar?
Yeah, no, geez, no. Far be it from our dog being that one.
I mean, her dog's pretty super.
She's going to know when there's a shot of the Green Lantern, she's going to be like, okay, that's a Green Lantern. She's going to know that.
Who's playing Lantern?
Nathan Fillion.
Not a clue.
Yeah, it's just some actor.
Not a clue. I don't even know why I asked. I don't know actors.
So she's gonna know that. Like regular people will know that, right? Regular people who are not like me or comic book nerd, they're gonna be like Hawk Girl. We kind of think we know who Hawk Girl is, but do we really know who Hawk Girl is? And so she's in it. Mr. Terrific is in it. And most people
don't know Mr. Terrific.
Most people don't know Mr. Terrific.
Like I barely remember Mr. Terrific because I haven't watched comic related media or even read them.
He played in the Justice League animated series. He was in it for a few things, and he's been in a couple of the movies.
Right.
But most people, I
don't even remember Mr. Terrific's powers. Is it being terrific?
It's being terrific. It's being super smart. He's like the second smartest man on the planet or something like that.
Oh,
so he's got all sorts of technology.
So he's like second behind Einstein.
Basically, yeah.
So in other words, what a loser. No,
he's like next level genius. And
so he's their cannon fodder if they need to kill off a character.
I don't know if they're gonna kill him off.
Nah,
I don't know. Of course, they got Lex Luthor in it. So it's like, okay, hopefully they lean heavy on the Superman, Lex Luthor, Lois Lane thing as the entrance to this, because that will allow them
to introduce everything else kind of smooth.
And I think, you know what? I think we've lost something.
What did you lose?
Let's see here. Is this going to work? Yeah, see? So we got a little bit of an issue with that. So let's get back to this and we'll work on this. But anyways, oh yeah, see, there's my screen capture.
Oh, remember we had to fix this one time?
Yeah, I have to fix this all the time. You know what it is? Because I did an update. So anyway, so that's Superman, and hopefully it's all good. Yeah, watch this. We're gonna do this. Add this. Let's see here.
Some high-tech shit.
I'll just call it number 5. Sure, okay. And then we'll do that. Oh yeah, working on the fly here, everybody. Working on the fly. And this is why I was thinking about going to Streamlabs, because OBS is nice. It's got some good stuff, but for the most part, it's
rough to work with.
It's rough to work with sometimes when you do updates and stuff like that. And
no, I understand.
All right, let's try this. Ready? We're gonna try this again. Ready, and boom, boom. Wait for it. Wait for it. So yeah, so teaser trailer later this week. The guy playing Superman looks good. Wait for it. There it is. And boom. Okay. Hey, look, we got it. We got it back. So the guy playing Superman looks pretty good. So anyways, got that.
Who is the actor playing Superman? Never asked.
You know what? You're going to ask me that question. I'm going to probably blank on it. Let's see here. I had it in my head, but it's gone now.
They gave him his classic curl.
Yeah, I gave him the curl. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. They got the small details right.
Totally forgot the guy's name. Superman stars David Cornsweet. Cornsweet. Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. That'll be cool. You know, the guy who played Beast from the X-Men movies.
Oh.
From like, you know.
Him?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern. Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl. So Hawkgirl is now Latina?
Okay. I guess she kind of comes from Egypt. I mean, wrong region again, but...
Okay.
I got no problem.
Eddie Gathigi as Michael Holt, Mr. Terrific. Skylar Gisondo as Jimmy Olsen. Skylar. That could go either way. Maria Gabriela de Faria as Angela Spica. Spica.
Guy Gardner. Nathan Fillion. Oh,
he's going to be the Guy Gardner Green Lantern. That's right.
Oh, I know this guy.
So he's going to be...
I've seen him on... I never watched his show, but I get clips of this all the time on YouTube and Instagram.
Oh, it's that one where he's like the rookie?
Rookie.
Yeah. Okay, that guy's... he fits
he's
that
funny.
bill.
Yeah,
he fits that bill. He'll be a good Guy Gardner.
Oh, wow. They're making... Lucas Holt. Or Nicholas Holt, sorry.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, that guy.
That's a good... Actually, that's a good...
That's good.
Good casting.
That's good casting. So, and speaking of DC, we got Creature Commandos episode 3. You know, I shit on all episode 1 and 2. I wouldn't shit on it. Okay, I had a lot of problems with episodes 1 and 2 of Creature Commandos. Speaking of James Gunn at DC Studios, episode 3, friggin' hilarious. GI Robot, awesome, and I know it just came out, but ultra violent, great storyline. Again, spoiler alert, not spoiler alert. You may or may not like the way the episode ends. Just going to say that way. Love the Weasel. The Weasel's awesome. Not sure exactly where the storyline's going, but they're definitely not afraid to... These characters are all sacrificial in some way or another. Some will survive. Some are not going to survive. That's all I'm going to say.
Like Suicide Squad.
Yeah, basically. It's what it is. It's Suicide Squad. That's what it is. It's Suicide Squad, but they passed a law where they can't use human prisoners, so they use monsters. So you get Dr. Phosphorus, GI Robot, you got the Weasel.
Right.
And I think they're going to make it out so the Weasel is actually like misunderstood. He's not actually a child-killing Weasel.
That'd be really, really like sad, but kind of funny.
It really would be sad. I've really learned to love the Weasel. I mean, first, in the movie, he was friggin' hilarious.
Right.
He's an awesome character, right?
He's weird though.
He's weird.
He's very.
But in
weird.
this, he's awesome. He's like the most endearing, one of the most endearing. You get the bride or the bride of Frankenstein.
Yes, the alleged child killer is the most endearing. Yeah. Yes, Gringo, say it aloud.
He is the most enduring. He is. I don't think he's. I think they're setting him up next week to kind of like a redeeming story arc where he's not exactly the murderous, child eating.
Well, what happens to those kids?
Well, at first they say it was 37 kids. Now in the trailer they said no, it's just 8 kids, and they're like, okay, so he's a saint now. And I'm like, I think it's not even that. I think it's.
Well, what happened to these kids, man?
I think something else happened, and it's just I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the Weasel's a hero. I'm going down for the Weasel.
Going down for the Weasel.
Going down. I'm gonna be
Weasel looking ass. Man.
Well, just saying. We ugly people have to stick together. Dr. Phosphorus is a dick. That's definitely for sure. I'm curious to see how they're going to do his storyline.
What, the Green Fire guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, him. I mean, I like him, though.
I like him, but he's just like, he's not like...
Can you blame him?
I mean, if you were in an accident to turn yourself, sometimes you're going to make lemonade out of lemons. That's the way life is.
And sometimes you're like, fuck, I wish I had limes.
Hey, I'm just saying. But, I think episode 3 was way more entertaining for me than episodes 1 and 2. And but yeah, I think it's way more entertaining than episodes than those. Anyways, boom. Now on to some serious stuff. Now I picked out this article because as a member of your generation, I need you to explain something to me. Okay.
Well, what's this article? I don't see.
Well, either one. All right. This girl. All right. Apparently, this is as a member of Generation X.
Trying to read it from the
OnlyFans Lily Phillips is excited to sleep with 1,000 men in 24 hours.
I'm sorry.
She's already slept with 100 men in 24 hours. That was last week. She's going to warm up by sleeping with 300 men in 24 hours. And now she's working her way up to the record of 1,000 guys in one day.
Okay, first of all, is that even possible?
I don't know. I guess there's a whole article, and
do they do math?
And thank God for OMG, this beacon of journalism that I was able to read through this. This came out. Okay, here we go. And OnlyFans influencer Now, in my day, she wouldn't be an OnlyFans influencer. She'd just be the girl in the school that all the guys liked. Anyways, the OnlyFans influencer, Lily Phillips, says her most, and they didn't like her for her personality. Anyway, says, and they didn't like her for,
I figured. I see where this is going.
All right, she served a purpose to the community.
I don't know if that's a good purpose, but
it was it was a necessary purpose. Anyways, don't shame them. Says her most recent male encounters were only the lead up to her main event. Now, personally, I think as I read this, two things come to mind. One,
main event. Why are you treating this like a boxing fight?
I don't. One. As a father, if this was my daughter, I'd be like,
no.
I'd be like, all right. Number two,
if I'm a father, I'm off the building.
Two. She needs some holy water. Okay, this is holy water from St. Michael's Chapel. All right, just you need some Jesus right now at this point.
Hey, listen, I was in the Vatican. All right, help with mass there.
So here it is. This is her goal, and everybody should have a goal. Everybody, I mean, it's all good to have goals, right? But I don't know.
Is this a good goal?
I want to be the first person to be with 1,000 guys in one day. Phillips, 23, told the Daily Mail in an interview earlier this month. She told the publication that she plans to meet the goal by the end of January 2025. And no, the influencer is not daunted by the task. Quote, I'm quite excited, she added. Obviously, it's stressful with all the logistics and things, but it's not daunting. I don't know. What do you mean logistics? Just like, how do you, like, if you're a guy, like, oh, you're a single guy, like, if you wanted to, I'm just saying, listen.
Sicko, hey, that's you, all right? You're on camera here.
I'm just saying.
You're the bad looking one.
If you, as a single guy, want to be like, you know what? I want to be a part of this history. Where do I sign up? Is there an audition process?
There's gotta be, you know what? Discord server. There's always a Discord server.
There's got to be something like, is there an application? And if so,
it's probably through the platform.
Maybe.
But even then, how do you pick? I mean, I'm imagining you can't have. You need like medical history on each of these guys, right?
I don't know. I don't know. Like,
it's like 1,000 guys, and you got to get them in one area. I mean, where's she from?
Britain, apparently. But she's an OnlyFans influencer that's probably made a lot of money, so she's probably got a house somewhere. Anyways.
Well, she's probably got a team.
Yeah, she's probably got a team.
Crazy.
Well, it's obvious she got a team because they got to line up the guys. Let's see here. The logistics of it. All right, all you 1,000 guys line up here, and if you're number one, good luck to you, and God bless. And if you're number 1,000, I don't know what you're gonna find at the time you get there. Okay. Anyways, Phillips first revealed her wish in a TikTok video posted last month. The entire ordeal is set to be filmed for her OnlyFans subscribers. So not only is she going to do this, she's going to film it, and it'll be like literally. There are going to be, and here's the thing: there are going to be guys out there, girls too, probably. That
buy this?
That are just going to subscribe to her channel so they can watch her for 24 hours.
It's probably not. Is it a live stream or something?
I don't know. It's getting filmed.
24 hours. I'm getting filmed. I'm assuming it's just going to be a video.
I don't know.
If it's a live stream, that's crazy.
You might, let's see a quote. You might know me as the girl who's been with 101 guys in one day. Phillips said in a clip from November 5th. Now I'm currently in training to do 1,000 guys in a day. Like, she's training. At least she's taking it serious. She's training. She's doing extra Kegel exercises.
What do you mean training?
She's got the PEDs. She's shooting up with the PEDs.
Listen, I'm not one judge, but also like, God, that's got to be like falling out, right?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's gonna be like a hot dog down a hallway. Anyways,
that's what I was gonna say.
All right. Phillips noted that on Sunday, December 15th, she will be taking on 300 men, which she shared as the most amount of guys I've ever done.
Sorry, when?
On December 15th, so she's already done that.
This is already, as of now, that should be.
So this hasn't been.
Hey, listen, you got a credit card.
No.
Go verify this.
No.
You brought this
up. No, the gringo doesn't do OnlyFans. The gringo's happily married.
Exactly.
All right. Quote, it's going to be hard, but in comparison to the 1,000, this should be light work. Phillips concluded her TikTok. Light work. It seems that even sleeping with 101 men wasn't a small feat, as Phillips got emotional when discussing the experience. Okay.
Emotional how?
I don't know, but okay. All right.
Emotional like, what have I done with my life? Or emotional like, I got a gold medal in the community.
I won. You cried.
I
won.
What did you win?
I won. It's this minimal bleeding.
Jesus.
It's not for the weak. If I'm honest, it was hard. Phillips said while speaking with Josh Peters for a YouTube documentary.
Hard, I can imagine.
Which was released on Saturday, December 7th. I don't know if I'd recommend it. Listen, folks out there, listen, I'm not a woman, and I don't want to tell anyone what to do, and I'm not shaming. I just think this is this story compared to the next story is why I think the world is ridiculous. And the next story is a complete 180. You've got things like this in the world, which blow my mind compared to like, this is what's important to this woman. Fine, no problem. I'm not, and again, that's your life.
She's embraced it.
You go around once in this world, go around the way you want to go.
She's embraced it,
and if my wife is listening, that's not a hall pass. Anyways, let's see here. She said that it didn't just feel like casual sex. What did she have, like full blown conversations? Did they want meal? Or anyways, oh God, here we go. Oh, just one in and one out. It feels intense. Oh, so it's not like they're given a time limit, I guess. Noting she felt robotic by the 30th person and only remembered 10. She only remembered 10 of their faces. I'd have to stop them early, and you'd have to stand on business and say, "I'm so sorry, you got to go," and the awkward interaction of you feeling pressure to satisfy them, she said after stepping off camera to compose herself. Or of if you hadn't spent enough time with them feeling you didn't give them good time because they only get their 2 minutes. So I guess with the 100 guys, they got 2 minutes to do what they got to do.
What do you do for 1,000 then?
I don't know. You got to whittle that down.
30 seconds.
No, that's even, it's less than that. You got to give them like, here's your 10 seconds. Here's your 10 seconds. Here's your 10 seconds.
They're like lined up literally in the same room. That's crazy.
Yeah.
With 10 seconds just in and out. Does that even count? I guess. I mean, I guess, yeah, I count.
How do you, like, if you're 1,000 guys just standing around and just one girl and you've got 10 seconds, talk about the pressure to perform. Like, I mean, is it like buckets of Cialis just hanging around and Viagra?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't
know. You know what would suck if you're like the smallest guy in the line? You just look over and you're just like, wow, I thought I was packing.
It becomes an ego thing for you. You always gotta make it about the guys, don't you? It's always about the patriarchy.
It's a good question. Yeah, it's a good thought.
How she prepares. There was a little like that was a little warm up to limber up for the big one. The influencer explained, like doing a 10K before a marathon, and it's like a marathon. I carb loaded the night before with a huge bowl of pasta.
I don't know if that constitutes a marathon.
So obviously a bit with the razor and a good shower and a good night's sleep. That's what she needed to prepare for this whole thing. And my God. Okay, well,
I mean, I don't know who this person was until now, but
dude, she's like
on the street. I mean, she looks nice. You know what I mean?
She's a member of your generation. I wanted to ask.
No, like as in like you. I'm saying if you just saw her walking down the street, obviously not you, but me, I'd be like, that's a cute girl. Now knowing this, I'm like, I don't know if I want to touch her with a 10-foot pole. No offense, not my thing. Not my thing. Not judging. It's just not my thing.
We all have we all
have our preferences. All right.
Our preferences. I'm just saying. Just someone with, hey, God bless. Hey, Lily Phillips, God bless you. In every such way. Hopefully you find what you're looking for at the end of 1,000 dicks.
I wonder if 100 years we can look back at this time and be like, what the fuck were we doing with our lives?
I don't know.
I think so.
Maybe. Who knows? The alien's going to land and be like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys watching on TV? Lily Phillips? What? I
don't know. If that's on TV,
we got to go.
I got questions.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, and again, this is why we talk about current events and pop culture and talk about all this stuff. So you've got that as a news story, but on the other side of the world, you've got Syria, which of course is part of our nationality. Yes, we talk a lot about being Mexican, or you talk a lot about being Mexican because your mother's Mexican, but your father here,
Hey, listen, you're not the one who got mistaken for Egyptian by the police one time.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, I don't have the
or Syrian or Lebanese.
My name would get me mistaken, but maybe I'm mistaken, but someone like my educational background, my master's degrees in political science with a concentration in human rights, and I knew this was going to happen. And we all knew this was going to happen. So again, on one side of the world, you can be like, hey, I'm going to sleep with 1,000 guys. At the other side of the world, hey, can we find out who these 1,000 bodies are that disappeared? Well, actually, they found estimated over 100,000 people have gone missing in Syria under the Assad regime. They're finding the mass graves. They're finding all this stuff. And
talk about priorities. I mean, Jesus. One side of the world, you're like, this is news, and the other side of the world is Is Johnny there?
Yeah, like where are these?
You want to laugh at that one?
Relatives and friends, prisons, hospitals, morgues, and it was a machine. They called it a death machine, a murder machine.
What?
Because
prison?
no, the whole system they had set up. I mean, you can think about it. They had the people that arrested him, and the people who tortured him. You had the people who executed him. You had the people who drove the bulldozers and dug the holes and dumped the bodies. They knew what was going on. It's a whole institution, right? So you got this.
War Crime Central.
And, I see all these people, and it frustrates me. Listen, I support Donald Trump. I get it, right? And I said, yes, he wants to stay out of it. And everybody's like, America first, whatnot. You don't want to stay out of this. You want to make sure that this place goes the way you want it to go. Otherwise, it's going to become another ISIS haven. It's going to become another terror haven. It's going to fall into chaotic civil war between factions of people who can't get along.
I mean, we're already having talks between the groups. I mean, I forgot what's the one in the northeast aligned with the PKK or has really significant ties. Turkey's the big player right there, right now in there.
Yeah, but I imagine you also have some Kurdish influence in that area as well.
Well, the PKK is like Kurdish communists,
yeah.
But then there's the other Kurdish groups that are within that area that doesn't support it. Yeah. It's a whole mess because the Turkish government says, hey, we can't have them exist in the Syrian government. If they do not give up their land and fall underneath this government and disband, we will go in. The U.S. doesn't want to do anything in there. And the other problem is you have all these thousands of soldiers from the Assad military. They've fled. They dropped their weapons, their gear, and they're now all over in Iraq, probably bits in Saudi Arabia, and maybe even Jordan. Yeah. And the problem with that is those groups of people usually end up becoming another terrorist group. That's how ISIS formed. I mean, you type the Iraqi army of was it Saddam Hussein, right? Those remnants became ISIS.
And that's the last.
You don't want that to happen.
But that's the last thing we want. We don't want to have to fight another war. We want to make sure that's. So people who's like America first, stay out of it. Listen, this is weird. This is one of those things where you're like, if you get in it now and you do a little bit of work, it's going to save you a mess later on. But you do the you don't have to just do the right work. Don't be like we're going in there because they don't have oil. I don't think they don't have much oil. They have a little bit of oil.
They got a good chunk of oil. Are you kidding me?
Not that much. Not like we're not talking Iraq, Iran.
Iran doesn't have that much oil even. Iran only has oil in that little province. I think it's a Kush province between. I think it's what it's called between Iraq and Iran.
Yeah,
because the rest of it's mountains. They don't. True. That's the only part they have oil.
Well, just
Syria's got a decent month.
Yeah, decent, but not enough to warrant like us going in like we went with Halliburton into Iraq or anything like that.
Yeah, probably enough.
But
probably.
With everything else going on, stabilize this one little piece and be like, hey, we're stable here. We're gonna help them out. Figure it out. You don't have to throw a ton of money. Let the UN help out. Let the European Union, let the European Union help out. I mean, shoot, let Saudi Arabia help out.
The problem is Turkey's in there. A big.
Sure, but the last thing Saudi Arabia wants is another country that Iran can turn into a real proxy than what it already was. So let Saudi Arabia help out, let Kuwait help out. Believe me, and so these American.
I like Turkey. I'll be honest. Nothing wrong with Turkey. Just sometimes Turkey does some weird things in areas.
But as far as America First policies, and people are like America First, that's wrong. If you're thinking America First, you're thinking okay. You're thinking 20 years down the road, 10 years down the road. You don't want to send your children to war in Syria, or you don't want that area again. I mean, you have for the first time in my lifetime,
right?
In my lifetime. It's like saying for the first time in my lifetime, Italy is a place that is stable and free. All right, because I'm Italian, but in my life, Syria, it's the first time, and so you just can't leave it on its own because something is going to fill that power vacuum. God bless the Soviet USSR, Russia. I almost call them Soviet Union. Might as well. Russia pulled out their troops. You don't want China anywhere near there. I don't want China near there.
No.
You don't want Iran filling that vacuum.
Well, Iran's already out of it. Their guy was Assad.
Their guy was Assad, but it doesn't mean that they don't have other guys or other plans. This is Iran.
True, but they're gonna have to play spoiler first. Then they're playing for a civil war. Then,
but that's what they're doing right now. They're probably. I mean, who do you talked about the army? Disappearing. Well, where do you think they disappeared to first?
They went to Iraq. Then that's probably gone off to Iran. Yeah, exactly. Because Iraq's kind of under.
That's what I think. So. A lot going on in the Middle East. So it's really weird. I read the news and you sit down here in Mexico and it's like, OnlyFans girl wants to sleep with 1,000 men. Okay. first of all, it's not really sleeping with 1,000 men. If you're like in once
That's
and
what
then
I'm
out
saying.
once,
If you ever-
that's no. It's like when you're like 13 years old, 14 years old. It's like your first ever girlfriend. Oh, okay, just a tip. Okay, just a. I know. I shouldn't tell you these stories, but I'm telling you the stories. Anyways, and they complain,
I don't know if
and
it's information.
you're rather just like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this shit. I'm gonna go and hang out with the guys. So and then you got thousands of people dying, thousands of people missing. And it's like, what's important? Depending on what part of the world, what's really important.
Oh, and also in Mexico, you got a cartel war in what is it? The West Sinaloa area.
Dude, there's people disappearing around here.
Yeah.
Your mother's like, they don't tell you the news. She's actually afraid for me to go walking around. It's like, well, I mean, I do stick out.
They won't take you. You're too problematic.
Why am I problematic?
Well, because you're American.
I don't think that'll bother them. They've killed Americans.
Usually it doesn't end well for them. That's why.
Well, hey. But I mean, it's like, the thing is, like, I tell your mother, like, someone tried to force me in the van. I'm not getting in the van. You hold court in the street.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not getting in the van.
Right.
Like, it's not happening. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen there. I'm just not getting in the van. Anyways. But yeah, I stick out people. And it's not like if you live within a 3-mile radius of me right now, you know who I am because I'm it. I'm like,
You're Mr. Gringo.
I'm the gringo. I'm the, I'm like Larry Bird white, I'm translucent.
No, you're a little more than translucent.
No,
I show pictures of you to my friend, and they're like, wow, that's your dad? Were you adopted? I'm like, no, that's my dad. I tell you, many looks that we got, me and you, when we were just me and you walking down the street.
Yeah, people thought I took you.
Yeah, people thought you kidnapped me or you like picked me up at the border.
Yeah, it's like,
oh wow, you saved him.
Like, no, this really is my son. No. It was funny. Like, I tell the story. Like, I've never told the story on the air, but like when you were born, like for the first 5 minutes, you were born black. You were born African. Like, I looked at you like, oh, it's like, and even the doctor looked at me and she's like, yeah, that happens. And then like he'll
you
get
were
his,
looking at me like that might not be mine.
I'm like that's definitely not mine. But then she's like, no, his color goes to normal. Because you were African American, like when you got born. I'm like, okay. And I looked at your mother, and she's like, I don't know what to tell you. But like within 10 minutes, you went from that to lighter and lighter and lighter to your mother's skin. So you had your mother's skin,
right? So
me, like your brother's got my skin. He's goofy and white and tall.
Goofy, white, and tall.
Goofy, white, and tall.
Wow.
He is.
Wow.
He doesn't listen. Hey, he doesn't listen to the show, okay? He's too busy working.
I mean, you're kind of acting.
He's awesome, but he's awesome. Goofy.
Goofy. I mean, love him. No common sense. Smart guy. But
he's really smart.
God bless him.
The thing is, he's going to come here and he's going to want to cook because that's what my son does. He's a chef.
But he's going to take all your money. And then
no, it's not that. But I can't eat half the stuff he wants to cook because of how all the 14 different pills I'm on.
That's just true.
So I'm like, but yeah. Anyways, so what are you playing on your iPad? What is it? Is that the Pokemon game?
Yeah, you guys. Pokemon game. Yeah. I have this.
You guys keep asking me to download this damn Pokemon game, and I keep telling you, your mother will kill me because I got Pokemon Go, and everywhere we went, I was trying to catch Pokemon, and she's like, "You're not spending time with me." I'm like, "I'm with you. I'm right here." She's like, "Yeah, but you're not with me. You're just trying to like we'd be in the mall, like there's a Pikachu," and like, like,
and it sounds like a you problem,
So, and so it's what is this? Is it like a card playing game or card collecting?
It's card collecting. You can play in battle against people.
All right, that just seems like too involved for someone like me.
It's very simple.
Listen, I got Skull and Bones.
It's very simple. You just open packs. You don't have to spend money. It's very fun. You get like cool art, full art cards. It's like something I did growing up. It's very easy to get into.
I got Skull and Bones. I got I haven't gotten the Indiana Jones.
I was gonna tell you should really get that one.
Well, it's the thing is it's like Star Wars right now. It's like they got Skeleton Crew on, and I fell asleep during the third episode. It was kind of boring. But I think of Indiana Jones, and I think to myself, okay, the last two movies kind of like the IP is kind of like, and I seen some good, some bad. I don't know if I want to like what's the cost on it?
What the Indiana Jones?
It's got to be another $80?
Probably, yeah. The collector's edition is really cool looking.
Yeah, but I don't do buying on my PlayStation. It's just
No, I know.
download. It's just
I know it has a code, I think. I'm not sure how it works, but it has like a really cool. It comes with a globe and everything. You got to take a look at the package. It's actually really, really sick. You look so sad with me saying this to you.
I don't know. I just don't. Another $80. Another $80 on it because I did. Dude, I get so burnt with Outlaws. I'm like, I knew Outlaws was gonna suck, but I got it because I wanted to review it. I said maybe it's not gonna be as bad as it was, and it really was. And I couldn't get I had it too long. I played it for too long. I couldn't get my money back. I still have it.
Which one?
Outlaws.
Outlaws? Oh, yeah, no.
Dude, it's so bad. There was one mini game on like how to eat noodles.
I'm sorry, the fuck?
Yeah, it was like how to feed yourself like
and at that
ramen
point,
noodles.
You didn't bother to like, return this thing?
No, this is like an added on extra later on.
This was an extra?
This is like a
DLC?
This is like a DLC, right?
DLC. You too can eat noodles in space.
It was so bad.
You didn't read the description before buying?
Listen, it was Star Wars. I'm like, okay, it looks
fucking noodles.
It's Ma'am Solo. It's like Jesus. So I get so frustrated. I barely got past chapter 2 and said to myself, look, I can't do this. Everything's. I think they even got rid of like the necessity to do stealth everywhere, which was a pain in the ass. So I brought up
stealth, but like that's like an Assassin's Creed thing. If I'm going to a Star Wars game, I want to be able to take a blast out and just blast everybody out. Out the cantina. As God intended.
As God intended. Let's see here. Craven Hunter. There it is. So I pulled up the box office here. I'm getting ready to do my end of the year kind of recap. And I'm like looking, what are the biggest disappointments, right? I'm looking at this box office. Baghead. I remember that movie came out here. We didn't go see it.
Which one's Baghead?
Some horror movie. It's only made $6 million.
It only a cool $6 million.
April.
For a movie, that's bad.
April. Come She Will. What is this all about?
That doesn't sound right. Come She Will is what a guy yells during his wedding night.
No, it's just, oh, jeez, that looks terrible. What were the worst movies for you this year? Like, you went and saw a few of these movies and did as I did some of these reviews throughout the year when you were here during the summer and whatnot. I mean,
I'm a refresher. I've been on the other side of the pond.
Yeah, but you were in the theater when we saw The Crow.
The Crow sucked.
The Crow was
horrible.
That was a horrible experience.
I sat there thinking, this is what my father chose to do with his free time?
I wanted to review it for the channel.
I mean, yeah, no, good for the people. You did something for the people. I was like, wow, really? You still want to watch the whole movie? I was like, after the first 30 minutes, I was like, can we please go? I didn't want to say it, but I was like, this is bad. This is bad.
Oh, have you watched Amelia Perez?
No.
The most nominated Golden Globe movie of the year?
No. I've been across the pond.
Well, it's a French movie.
Do you think the Italians like the French?
I don't know, but it follows Amelia Perez, and it follows 4 remarkable women in Mexico, each pursuing their own happiness. Cartel leader Amelia, who is transgender, it's a he transitioning to a woman as he goes on trial searching for his new life. So because he got the choppy, everything's fine. He's not a bad guy anymore.
Sorry, what?
So they can help fake her death so she can finally live. And Rita is an unappreciated lawyer who wants to help fake her death so that she can finally live authentically as her true self.
We're just ignoring the crime with the cartel here, the bodies.
Yeah, that's okay because she was misunderstood. She's misunderstood. Most nominated movie of the Golden Globes this year.
A lot of things. A lot of things to unpack there. What?
Yeah, you told me. Yeah,
First of all, very uncommon in Mexico as a topic. No offense.
Oh yeah, this would never make a Mexican. No, this is
very much. That only exists like in Mexico City, maybe.
Yeah,
like
it's too conservative.
And like Guadalajara. That's it.
Yeah.
Not even here in Puebla, really.
Yeah. See, didn't see Lisa Frankenstein. Didn't want to. Anyway, so there's that. It's on Netflix. I can have you watch it for me. You can do a review.
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
That sounds like something you'd like to watch.
I think I would rather. I think I'd rather take some more of those pills that make me puke out my guts.
No. You want to do this?
No.
No.
Am I a Racist? I haven't watched that yet. It's supposed to be hilarious.
Am I a racist?
Yeah. It's
well, I know the answer to that.
Am I a racist? It's supposed to be pretty funny. It doesn't. Some stuff just doesn't get released on it. Megalopolis, that was definitely so. So Crow, Megalopolis, those are two definite I mean, this is the year of Miss Madam Web.
Oh, I'm talking about a bad movie, right?
Yeah, talk about a bad movie. Yeah, this is the year of Craven the Hunter was not that good of a movie, buddy. The one that just came out, that was not good. But there's the Crow. Finals. Crow making $23 million. Craven the Hunter made $26 million. It's more than what it thought it was going to make.
There you go.
Nowhere near what it needs. It's a total flop. Let's see here. Borderlands, that was a bad movie.
Oh God,
yes.
Let's not talk about that. Please,
very bad.
Talk about disappointment.
I thought Fly Me to the Moon was way better of a movie than what I got credit for.
I really enjoyed Fly Me to the Moon.
But yeah, I like Fly Me to the Moon.
I really enjoyed that movie.
But it's a Netflix movie.
No, it was an Apple movie.
It's an Apple movie that should be on Netflix or on. It should be on streaming. Yeah, it should not have gone to theaters.
No, but I think it was a really, really good movie. I thought it was fun. I understand the potential, the reason why.
I enjoyed it. I thought the acting was good. I thought the story was good. I thought it was cute. I thought it was good. Let's see here. A lot of movies that just didn't come out anywhere and just sucked. Speak No Evil, I thought was better than what it did. Even though it was a remake of something I think from Finland or something like that. Trap, I was so disappointed in Trap with the ending. I'm like, it just went too long. Went way too long.
The guy in the
M. Night Shyamalan, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't remember.
So, Argyle, that was such a bad movie. I brought your mother that, and I actually had to.
You had to apologize.
I apologized to your mother for bringing it.
You had to apologize.
Yeah, I had to.
That's rough.
That was just.
That's how you know you fucked up.
Yeah, that was just. It's so bad. Challengers didn't do anything. Challengers.
Was that the tennis one?
Yes, the tennis one where she does two guys there.
I don't know if she actually does a movie.
I don't know what she does.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch. I wasn't. I
heard it was decent.
Yeah. Madam Web. At least Madam Web is. You can watch it and laugh at it for how bad it was and how funny it was. Transformers 1 was a good cartoon. I enjoyed that one. I thought that deserved to do better than $130 million. Furiosa and Mad Max Saga. I always tell people, listen, I understand that people don't like it because it doesn't have Mad Max in it, but overall, I thought it was a good story.
Right.
That was good. Red 1, enjoyed its Christmas movie. Bob Marley, One Love was my surprise of the year. I thought it was a great biography or biopic of Bob Marley. I mean, if you don't like Bob Marley, I don't tell you dead inside. Right? Bob Marley music doesn't get you moving every now and again. I don't tell you. Brad Pitt's Plan B did it. And the only problem I had with the Bob Marley movie is that I have a hard time hearing sometimes.
Right.
Or a lot of times. The accent, it was freaking authentic, that accent, that Jamaican accent. And it was thick. And it was like, what did he say? And there were no subtitles. Well, there were subtitles for your mother in Spanish. So she could understand it more than I could, believe it or not. So, but it took me a little getting used to. The Fall Guy, didn't care about it. It was fun. Frozen Empire. Oh, yeah, the Ghostbusters movie. Oh, yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Joker, Fully a Dupe. Hey, I'm not going to apologize. I liked that movie. I understood it. I got it. I didn't feel insulted by it. And I loved the first one. But I get how people saw it. Alien Romulus, disappointment. It was Twisters, that was a movie that just made me feel stupid.
Oh my God, I remember. It was stupid, but it was kind of entertaining, but it was stupid.
Is entertaining stupid?
Okay. Entertaining stupid, you know what I mean?
Yes, she killed an F5 tornado.
That's what I mean.
With chemicals, stupid. With the chemicals you find
at Home Depot.
Diapers. So, yes, I spent years of my life buying diapers for you and your brother when you were babies. Little did I know that I had the solution to F5 tornadoes wrapped around your little asses when I could have just been, who would have thunk it? It's absorption. It's like, Gladiator 2 I liked. Beetlejuice was fun. That's on streaming now. Venom Last Dance. That I'm glad did well. Wicked I enjoyed. Call me what you want. Don't care. Wicked I enjoyed. Can't wait to see part 2. I mean, I wasn't exactly singing, but it's like, it was entertaining. It's friggin' entertaining. Entertaining movie. Kung Fu Panda 2, Godzilla, Doom Part 2. Moana 2 just crushing it now, over $700 million. Oh, wow. Disney's going to end up with the 1, 2, and 3 movies of the year.
Probably. I mean, yeah, Moana's carrying it a lot.
Moana's going to reach that. Moana's going to get to $800 million by the end of the year.
Probably.
Can it beat Despicable Me, which is just under $1 billion? I think it's going to beat. It will eventually beat. Well, I don't know. Mufasa might. When Mufasa releases later this week, that might cannibalize it a little bit.
Yeah, because it's too close, time wise. Right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
So we'll see. We will see. But yeah.
What else are we looking at here? You got more stuff lined up here, Gringo? Is that pretty much everything you got?
Oh, that's not everything. I got lots of stuff. Just, I look at all this video game stuff coming out and all this. It's just like everybody has their end of the year stuff and everybody's got an opinion. Okay. One group of people said the best show of the year was The Acolyte.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, the power of one, power of two, the power of many. It's just no, that really, please stop. That was not the best of the year. It really wasn't.
No,
really wasn't. But starting to sweat. Why am I sweating? Oh yeah, because I'm sick. Because I'm sick.
Maybe probably because you should be resting, but you're doing this instead. But we love this.
Hey, but you know what? The thing is, like, it got really cold in this room, and this is like the warmest room in the house. And I'm like, you showed up and you turned on the fan and opened the window, and it got really cold. But
no, you opened the window. You then closed it, and it was warm as hell.
I don't remember anything. I was on drugs.
You cannot plead.
But like when you close the door and you turn on all the electronics, the heat kind of builds up. It's nice and warm and toasty. And you kind of like, okay, I can deal with this.
You're like a lizard now, cold-blooded.
I guess so. I always like going through my pockets because I don't even know what I left in there.
Oh, is that another pill? Pop that one. What do you have in there?
Oh, my rings.
I've got your ring still. The one you gave me.
And 2 pesos. Here, have a peso.
This what I get paid for? To join the Great Gringo Show?
Yeah, 1 peso. That's what you get.
Not making ends meet this week.
Nope. Oh, that's what you get for coming back with no...
What are you looking at?
The color. There we go. This one. That's what you get. Well, you're going to bring back tacos. You're going to bring back queso fundido, okay?
Hey. Talk to your wife about that one, all right?
Listen, you're supposed to be here to watch it out for me.
I was. I told her. And she was like, we'll order it next time. I watched out. Doesn't mean she's going to, execute. You asked me to watch out, not to execute. All right?
That's the same thing.
Not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Not the same thing. Don't be a dick. Do you expect the scout to go take on the entire rebel base? No. Expect them to come back to the Empire and tell them this is where the base is. Go bomb it.
Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you? What did you hear about that? The guy who shot the CEO of United Healthcare.
Oh, Luigi. Great name. Yeah, there was I don't know if it's a real thing or if it's a meme, but apparently there's this. Somebody took this picture. I don't know if it's a meme. I really can't tell you because my generation will turn anything related to something into something, right? The guy had got a claim denied because he had something in his back. There was debilitating back pain where he couldn't do anything, and his landlord said something. I don't know if that was a meme, but it was had to do with something he really couldn't do anything in relation to sex.
No.
It was really, really funny, but it's terrible.
No, but here's the thing. Apparently.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, he had lived this treasured life, right? Ivy League school.
Oh yeah.
Right. But then at one point he disappeared for 3 months with certain friends that no one can identify.
Right.
And then he showed up. And after 3 months, he shows up in the streets of New York and then shoots the CEO guy.
Right.
So who are the friends and where did he go?
What do you mean? Where did he escape, or where did he go during that?
For the 3 months before leading up to
God knows. No one knows. I don't know. That's going to probably be discussed in court as probably part of the state of mind.
I mean, he never committed a crime in his life. Now all of a sudden he's down with a silencer.
Wait, here. University of Pennsylvania, 4 years bachelor's, and then he did another University of wait, that doesn't sound right. Was he there? He did a master's there probably as well at the same time. Wow. He's a scientist. Wow. Terrorism charge, bit of a. They want to charge him with a terrorism charge.
Yeah, how does that work?
I don't think it's gonna stick.
I don't think you can charge him with terrorism.
But he's been indicted for first-degree murder. 52 minutes ago.
Yeah, the obvious. Yeah, I mean, that's
pretty obvious. I mean, Do you know how he got caught?
Yeah, he got spotted in a McDonald's while
Talking to a girl.
Yeah.
Women, downfall of all men.
Good for him. You're gonna go down
But it's really,
hard.
really dumb. Is like he had the backpack with multiple fake IDs and everything, like, all the most incriminating pieces of evidence.
He kept everything. It's like you went from New York to Pennsylvania. You couldn't find someplace to dump that stuff.
Like I would have just thrown it off the side of the highway. I mean, if you're in the bus, sure, I understand it, and you can't throw it out.
Man,
But
the amount of stuff I've had to hide in swamps over my lifetime. Anyways.
Yeah, isn't there like a lake you can throw something into?
Sure. There's plenty of stuff. Plenty of places.
No one's gonna find that for at least a month.
Anyway, just weird.
I mean, I'm not saying.
But I just want to know where he went.
For the guy to get out.
No. The guy's.
But I'm just like I get fascinated, but like people who are on the run. It's like
I get fascinated when people's on a run. But what I don't get is the people who are cheering this guy on. Listen, I understand health. Listen, I had United Health Care coverage for 20 years, and I paid so much money for that healthcare coverage for 20 years. For me, my family, I had the Cadillac plan through Target and then through Apple. I paid, and my wife will correct me if I'm wrong, between $300 and $400 a month in healthcare out of my paycheck. Right?
Right.
And I really didn't use it. I mean, yeah, you guys got sick every now and again. You kids, you get fevers, flus, things like that. Your mother never got like seriously ill. I never got seriously ill. I never, it was like doctors, right? But you spend all this hundreds and hundreds and thousands, and you add it up over the years. I get it. There's scum. Insurance companies and the way healthcare is in the United States is wrong. It's broken. It needs to be fixed. But this is not the answer. Is not shooting this guy. It's just not the answer. Because guess what? There's always going to be somebody who wants to be CEO next. And he ain't going to be there to be like, you know what? I'm going to do the exact opposite of what the other guy did. I'm not going to make money for the shareholders. I'm not going to try to earn millions of dollars in a payout. I'm not going to try to earn my bonuses. No, that's what he's there for.
Oh, I'm not wrong about the meme. I'm sorry, I've been listening to you, but I found it.
Oh, yeah?
Murder suspect Luigi Mangione wrote about his back pain, IBS, and other serious health issues on Reddit.
Irritable bowel syndrome?
Yeah. Apparently, he probably got denied.
Irritable bowel. Listen, I live in Mexico. I eat Mexican food like on a daily.
He had spinal surgery.
I have irritable bowel syndrome.
He got spinal surgery. That's what that also was.
Okay, spinal surgery. A lot of people get spinal surgery.
Apparently, he probably was denied. Possibly, I don't
know. No one's gonna give somebody spinal surgery unless the insurance company has okayed it.
I don't know.
No.
Here's
There's no effing doctor in the United States who's going to be like, yeah, don't worry.
Wait, People's Magazine. This is where the meme originates from. Murder suspect Luigi Mangione's back pain ruined his love life. Friend says dating, being physically intimate, not possible. I'm not joking. The meme has ground to it. There's ground to this meme. There's a foundation. Man couldn't fuck. Took it out on the CEO.
Man, look at those eyebrows, man. He is Italian.
I told you.
He's Italian.
Well, I would know an Italian since, where
you came from.
Where I came from, where I studied. There's the reason why I know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, but then you get these idiots who do this thing, like they paint him up like a saint. They call him the patron saint of healthcare justice. Like, that's not helping.
No, it isn't. But like, I told you the meme has footing.
That's right.
There's also a meme where it's like, why does the landlord know this? Because apparently the landlord made the same comment as well.
Yeah, who's this spinal surgeon? I'm telling you, no reputable doctor in the world, in the United States, I shouldn't say the world, no reputable doctor in the United States is going to be like, I'm going to do open spinal surgery on you before we even get the okay from the healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only way that's going to happen is if Luigi decides I'll pay for you all up front on my own. Other than that, you ain't getting that surgery. So,
no, it is reputable. I mean, reputable source, People, but
it's People Magazine. That's
People Magazine. But this is from, they apparently interviewed
it's fake news.
Friend who founded a co-living space in Hawaii where the murder suspect formerly lived. Did he go to Hawaii?
He lived in Hawaii for a little bit. Yeah.
Is that where he was probably for those 3 months with his friend?
No, they don't know where he did. It's just here for 3 months. Apparently, he's gone for 3 months.
Why not? Yeah, that's a very Italian name.
What's wrong with you Italians? Oh, wait, I'm Italian. Shit.
Oh, no, here's part of the meme. Because apparently they got pictures of his See?
Well, it's the New York Post.
If I ever die and my landowner says I get no play, he's lying. It's terrible.
Wow.
Everyone knows Luigi couldn't get down, not because, it didn't work. It's just his back couldn't handle the load.
His back
so heavy.
He couldn't.
He couldn't operate.
Reverse cowgirl was too much for him to take on.
You gotta strap him to the wall, I guess.
Wow. Oh, maybe you should see Lily Phillips. She might be.
I don't think she's helping.
You're not helping?
No.
But I guess that's So he disappeared. I want to know where he was for 3 months. I want to know what group is
backwoods of fucking.
He's probably
Pennsylvania.
He's with the same group that's releasing drones all over New Jersey.
They came out with a report saying it was not credible. Anything. It was just all a bunch of mishaps. Some of the
I see that. It's all
the drones weren't actually drones.
Okay, so why do they keep giving Congress classified briefings? And Trump comes out and he's like, Congress, the government, they know what it is. Don't worry, blah, blah, blah. And he doesn't say anything like that. He's just like, we got it. No problem. At least he's saying something, right? Freaking, oh my God, he's hilarious when he gets up to the mic. He just starts talking.
Do you remember when they announced when he was president? It was like the death of Abu Bakr Baghdadi.
Oh yeah, the Shane, because the Shane Gillis.
The Shane Gillis. He goes out like as if it's like mean dogging the guy. Love it.
I remember that press conference. I remember that because I remember the Obama press conference. I remember the press conference Obama gave when we got Bin Laden.
Very serious.
Very serious. Very like this is solid. Meanwhile, everybody's going wild out in the street. And then when
Trump comes out,
he just friggin' puts it to
he said,
people.
Abu.
It's great. Oh, it's so great. But
it makes them sound like a bunch of like cartoon characters. It like makes it like more funny. I mean, it's sad that
but then okay, so
but
how many? I mean, there's going to be thousands of people out there that own drones,
right?
Okay, but again, why New Jersey?
Because New York's right there, and it's cheaper to live in New Jersey.
No. I mean, is there a disproportionate amount of drone flying in New Jersey than there is in, say, Virginia?
There could be a lot less rules. It's more urban.
Like
in New York City, you can fly a drone? No, sorry.
Well, I'm just saying.
Last time they had something flying close to a building, you saw what happened.
I'm just saying, sooner or later, someone's going to get frustrated and be like, they're going to start firing in the air. It's New Jersey.
There's a reason why it doesn't happen in Texas.
Yeah, I get it.
I figured.
But sooner or later, you're going to get a Tony Soprano motherfucker, and he's going to be like, Fangool, and he's going to start firing because this thing's in his backyard. Fangool, that's Italian for...
No, what do you mean? What? Italian for what?
Fuck you.
No, it's vaffanculo.
But whatever, I know it's a Fangool.
Fangool is...
That's what my grandfather used to say.
That's such an American Italian one. I don't know what's right.
My American Italian grandfather who spoke Italian, who was 4 years old when he came to this country, he would say Fangool.
Well, where was he from? Puglia?
Buscaglia.
Yeah, Puglia. Oh, that's probably Pugliese.
Okay.
That's Southern. That's just dialect stuff.
It's Italian.
No, it ain't.
It's like, listen, fuck you in Texas. It's fuck you in Massachusetts.
It ain't the same in Italy. You go from one city saying one thing to the other city. They think.
All I know is that my grandfather was saying fuck you a lot of times to me, but okay.
Yeah, and your grandfather didn't know how to speak it properly. Spoke that dialect shit.
So, and he actually never. That's the only words he actually taught us in Italian.
And it's wrong too. It's vaffanculo. You can say fanculo for like short. If you
I'm just saying the bricklaying motherfucker was there, and he was speaking.
Is like as if it comes.
And he was a Yankees fan for all on top of that.
Exactly. You gonna trust that guy? Not reputable. Not a reputable source.
So one day he's babysitting us. I don't know why he ever babysat us.
I would say that sounds like a bad idea.
This old fart, this old bastard. He didn't want to do nothing.
Is this why you're ugly?
Yeah, probably. Anyway, so he had his tomato garden. If he wasn't in his tomato garden, he wanted to be in his chair watching his Yankees on TV. So he's like, okay, well, these 5-year-old, 6-year-old, we'll take him out to the driveway, which was basically a dirt patch. I got a wiffle ball bat. And he's like, all right, says to my brother, you be out in the outfield catching. He says to me, throw it and pitch. And I'll hit it. You'll pitch, I'll hit, your brother catch. Okay. So I'm 5, 6 years old, so I'm not Nolan Ryan. I'm not whipping these things in there. I'm just like, boo, little soft little wiffle ball. He cranks it so hard into my throat. it knocks me over, and I'm like, I can't breathe. I'm like, and he's like standing over me with the bat. He's like, you gotta catch it. I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. You could have told me to back up a little bit. I was only like 5 feet in front of him. It wasn't like a pitching distance.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. And then his other fun thing was because
I blame you for that one. You should have been smart. Should have been.
I was 5.
Should have known that it's still.
It's 5. It's used to getting beaten.
It's funny when a kid gets.
So you know your grandma, my mother grew up dirt poor. They grew up dirt poor. I mean, immigrants, dirt poor. Well, they had 1 bedroom for 5 girls, and I think they all at some point in time were sleeping in the same bed because they only had 1 bed, right? Anyways, so
a lot of people in 1 bed.
A lot of people in 1 bed. So,
How big
anyways,
is this bed?
It's big enough for 5 people, five short Italian girls, you know.
Probably a queen size.
So, anyways, so they would try to make money, you know, whenever. So when they started putting the deposits on cans and all that stuff, like,
oh yeah,
you know, when it first started, like you could take a Coke can and bring it in for 5 cents,
nickel,
right? Get you nickel, right? So back then, so you could carry more. They had these machines, and you would bring them to the grocery store, and they would try. Anyways,
right.
So my grandfather would spend his whole day when he's at work cutting grass or whatever, wherever it is that he went when he went there. He would get you know, cans out of the garbage, beer cans, Coke cans, whatever can, anything that was worth a nickel. But not everything was empty. Right. You always had a little swill and whatnot, but you had to, you know, these cans, they needed to be stomped flat. You had to stand them up and then stomp them flat so you could fit more in the bag and get more money in one trip. So he figured, well, I'm babysitting my grandchildren. What better use of their time than to be out in the hot sun, right, with stale beer and spit and backwash in these cans. Yeah, go ahead and step on these cans. So that's what we spent our day doing, stomping on cans. By the time my mother picked us up, your grandmother, like our bottoms of our legs, our shoes, our sneakers are soaked with beer and spit and Coke, and we stank and we're sunburnt. And she's just like, what the frig? And she's like, but she got it. She was like, that's how.
That was dad.
That was grandfather. That was her father. That's how they afforded groceries. At the time, I didn't think it was like at the time, it sucked. Now I look back at it and I go, all right, well, you do what you got to do. You got to, you know, he wasn't an educated man. He had skilled labor as a bricklayer, but that's about it. Yeah. So yeah, it was a brutal.
Wait, you inherited that skill of laying brick.
Did I?
Yeah, it's what you do in that bathroom. I mean, holy shit.
No, that's not bricks. Those aren't bricks. So that's that medicine. That's pure peanut water. Anyways, so people ask, like, people always see these things like, Generation X, what's wrong with you? Believe me, we're fucking traumatized, but we deal with them. We love them. We embrace them. They're ours. We are screwed up.
My trauma is mine.
Yeah,
there's many like them, but this one is mine.
We
like
had
a fucking rifle.
Like you
in the Marine Corps.
You could come home and be like, Mom, this happened, and Mom would be like, coddle you and love you.
No, this Mom.
She would.
No, that's Thomas, not me.
Okay, well, I'd coddle you and I'd warm you.
You wouldn't even do that. Right? You weren't even there.
Anyways,
motherfucker.
So, there's a lot more coddling. There's a lot of coddling, right? Back then, like if you like going to your parents.
Such a good guy.
Going to your parents was like going to the enemy again. It was like asking for seconds. It was like doubling down. It was like, oh, you know, you got by the bully at school. You're gonna go tell you whine and cry to your parents about it. No, that's like going to the final boss in the video game.
Right.
It just doesn't happen. Anyways.
No, I mean, you guys would sometimes, you know, you guys would be there for me when I needed you guys to. Yeah. But I wouldn't, you know, I wasn't like that.
No.
Nor was Mom like that. That was more Thomas.
No, that was more Thomas, but
that was more like, yeah, go figure it yourself.
But he was one in existence. You know, it's like I always hated the tomato garden. I'm like, okay, then until I realized when I got older, it's like, oh, that's where they get all their vegetables, and that's where we started getting our vegetables from when we were first younger. It was like, what's this bucket of tomatoes for? Fresh tomatoes, beautiful tomatoes. They were awesome tomatoes. It's like, oh, you grew those. You grew Italian peppers, which I never was a big Italian pepper fan. He had potatoes. He had. I always wanted him to grow carrots, but he never grew carrots. But he was Italian peppers, tomatoes, onions. Yeah, yeah, and they'd make their own sauce out of that, and they'd freeze it. It'd be like frozen. I'm like, what is this? So, but anyways. Oh, what a day!
What a day!
What a day!
It's
been good to get on again.
No, it's been a minute, huh? Don't worry. One of these streams are going to be just playing baseball.
We don't do live. Well, I do live stream. We'll do live stream baseball, but not on camera. We don't do it under the camera thing. Look, people don't want to watch me watch myself, do they?
That may be funny.
No, it'd just be me. It'd just be me like this.
That's a ball. No. You wouldn't be on camera, maybe. I mean, wouldn't we be on camera? I think the screen would be on camera.
Well, screen, but you can do both. You can do it. Both. You can do it through here.
We can do both.
Not that I want. Like I said, I got to check out
how you look. That dummy looking face. Sometimes
I look like an idiot. Look at
strike.
Yeah. Is that a strike? But yeah, sooner or later we'll get that up and running. I think now that I feel better, we'll get the camera and the microphones working, test it out. I'm gonna have to redo the. Let me show you this one. I'm gonna have to redo this screen.
Kind of refigure out how to get it to work properly.
Well, no, it works properly, but it's just got me. So if I got two cameras, I got to figure out this and redo. So you're here too.
I see.
But anyways, so we'll figure that out. But it's been awesome. Thank you, everybody. It's been awesome getting back on. I know I've been sick. I know I've been gone. I know I've been away. And I don't care anymore if I don't feel good or not. This is more fun and more important. Instead of me dying and whining and crying. So you only go around once. What can I say? So to everybody who has checked in, everybody who said hello and left a like, really appreciate you. And to my son, thanks for joining me on your first stream for this this Christmas holiday extravaganza. With that, I am going to say good night. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Adios.
And from somewhere south of the border, I'm still your reluctant Gringo. I'm going to go play some video games and chew some tobacco and who knows what else. But
get your ass kicked later.
Again, Feliz Navidad, Salud, a huevo, wherever you are. I hope you're all doing really, really well.
Feliz